We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Yo, it's Remember the Show. Slick with the flows, where the sparring can go. Who's gonna be on, man, you never will know. Guess you better tune in, cause we live from Chicago. Belal Muhammad, that's the king of the tweets. Jason Anik looks like John, step his hands to his feet. Every Thursday, we gonna give you a treat. It's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat. And retweet, and retweet, and retweet. And retweet, it's Remember the Show, hit play and repeat.
What is up, everyone? Episode 52. Remember the Show, coming at you live from Anaheim, California. Yeah, bully, I got boots on the ground for UFC.
Oh, you're out there,
baby. Oh, I'm out here, baby. Dude, nothing like Southern California for me. Doesn't get any better. Jason Anik, Belal Muhammad. Remember the Show is back at you Thursday night. Dude, I can't wait. 2 title fights. Let's go.
Yeah, I was just literally watching the press conference right now, and it's getting exciting just seeing Ciryl Gane and Francis Ngannou go back and forth. I'm like, man, this new Ngannou, he has a little anger to him. It's like, it's funny hearing it. Like, they were just talking about the time where Francis says he knocked him out.
Yeah, well, there you go. So I can understand why he's a little angry if that isn't true, huh?
Yeah, they're going. Yeah, like, it's one of those where you don't talk about it in practice, but like that whole situation of Ferdinand Lopez releasing the footage of them sparring, it's like, all right, now you're getting a little bit dirty. And I'm like, what happens in the training room stays in the training room. So it's like, I understand why Francis is saying now, like, he has to come back because those training footages made it look like Ciryl Gane was playing with him a little bit. But I mean, if Francis finished him, dropped him in practice, obviously I would bring that up too.
Well, we'll see. We'll have 25 minutes or less to see how it goes. And as usual, on Remember the Show, before we get to this weekend's dynamic back-to-back title fights in the co-main and main, got to get back to last weekend. Dude, Calvin Kattar, Boston's own, surprised really a lot of people. Now, I know Belal, remember the name Muhammad, has some loyalty, Ali's guy, Giga, so a little bit torn on the pick. I enjoyed the back and forth between you and Tyson Chartier, but just an unbelievable sort of what had to be a culmination of 12 amazing months for Calvin Kattar, bouncing back from Max Holloway. Certainly a step back for Giga. Talk to me about the main event last Saturday.
I think we learned a lot about Calvin on that fight. When I think about a guy after a loss, the greatest ones, the best fighters ever, they never lose 2 in a row. They always come back a different fighter. They learn from their mistakes. There's fighters that'll lose. They'll blame it on their coach. They'll think that I have to go to a different gym. They'll blame it on something. It's always, I drank too much wine the night before. There was a reason why I lost that fight. Calvin didn't say nothing. He put his head down, stayed off social media, grinded it out for a year and a half, 2 years. Obviously played it smart, picked up new tools. He added wrestling into his game, added those elbows were nasty in his game. His cardio, like I said, he looked a lot leaner than he usually does. So it feels like he's been doing a lot more cardio. When you're fighting a guy like Max Holloway who threw that output at you, you're like, well, these are the greats. I have to be able to keep up with the champions of this division. And it just shows that he really wants to be a champion. And I think that he has it in him, because if he got that much better after a loss, now he got the momentum going a little bit. Now we're just going to keep seeing him evolve, and get even better.
Well, and certainly outstruck Giga, but the cardio was absolutely in favor of Kattar. And you talk about cardio all day long and just the importance of it. And, for a guy like Kattar, even in that 5-rounder against Holloway, you could argue his cardio sort of held up as well. But I think it's a great lesson for guys who, after Kattar, people counting that dude out, still number 5 in the world, you get a big win as an underdog, regardless of what the ranking is, and right back in the picture. So a lot of lesson for guys, even as Belal in the top 5. It does, we talk about, one fight and then the next one is the championship for you. But it doesn't mean a guy like Kattar, I like seeing a guy who's number 5, has a tough loss. He is still in the game.
Yeah, and when you're thinking about it, he lost to Max Holloway, who people think is the uncrowned champion. People forget that. Like, even when they were talking about, Giga should fight next Giga, like, you forgot that, you forgot that Calvin was on a great streak before that of knocking everybody out, but he ran into Max Holloway, who is a champion, who's fought the champion great twice back to back. So it's like, it's not like he lost to some bum. Like, he got to that number 5 spot, and now he cemented himself as that number 5 spot. And I think that people now are going to realize, all right, this guy's a real number 5 fighter. There's guys that'll get rankings, they get up there, then all of a sudden they lose one, and then you're like, all right, let's put him back down. He didn't earn that number 5 spot. Calvin's up there. He earned that number 5 spot. And even the way he fought Max Holloway, I thought he still earned that number 5 spot because he still fought Max Holloway tough. And like I said, he was still throwing bombs to the 5th round. There's a lot of guys that would have just dropped. And, you have that we kind of saw it with Chase Sherman when he got the last week where he got taken down. And then all of a sudden he does where you put your hand on the floor and you're leaving your neck up there a little bit, hoping that he grabs that just so you can give up. A lot of guys do that. Rampage used to do that all the time. He'll turn up, give his back. And that's a way of giving up without actually giving up. It's I got nothing left for you. Here, choke me out real quick. And it's Calvin never did that at all.
Not at all. Dude, so spinning it forward, I was really excited when I heard your boy Jared Flash Gordon's name come up in the news talking about Paddy Pimblett this week. Dana came out of his mouth, right? So now what managers say is not going to happen. That was going to be March 19th in London. So JG was going to get a chance to go on the road against Pimblett. Talk to me. What's the juice? That's your boy.
We're getting emotions wise, we're going up and down with it because Jared's calling me. He's like, man, this is a huge fight. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, there's talks. It could be if Dana says it, it has to be true. And I'm like, obviously, if Dana says it, he's like, yeah, I mean, I'm training, I'm working. It's like, this is a big opportunity for me. And then all of a sudden you see the schmo post say that I know who Paddy's next opponent is, and it's not Jared Gordon. And I call Jared, and he's like, I don't know what the heck's going on. I think they're trying to get an easier fight for him. For me, it didn't really make sense. If I'm Paddy's manager, I'm like, I'm not going to give him Jared Gordon because this kid got obviously a hype, and Jared Gordon's going to freaking derail that hype train. So you're like, let me get a couple more paydays from this guy. And I feel like that's why his manager came out right away and was like, whoa, hold up, Dana. We never agreed to that one. Let's talk about this other guy that's probably on a 3-fight loser streak. Let's build him up a little bit because you can just tell Paddy's that guy that's probably hard to deal with, and they're trying to pick the right fights for him because there's a lot of guys like that where you think you got this hype, but once you lose that one fight, if you lose your second fight in the UFC, you don't have that hype. Luigi almost finished him a couple times in that first fight, and it's not like he just walked through him pretty easily. It's not like he has some sort of dominant attributes that's he has Francis Ngannou power, he can knock you out. Paddy's he's gonna have to go through the ringer to win a fight.
Well, and it's interesting because he did seem to accept whether he was blowing smoke or not. He accepted the Jared Gordon. They went back and forth, weeks back. So it seemed like he was willing to get in there with him.
But it's kind of like the whole Kamzat thing. Everybody's willing to fight on Twitter, but when Dana says it and he calls and he says, "All right, well, I mean, they both agreed to it. Let's get this fight," and then your manager's saying, "Whoa, Dana, whoa, let's talk about this other guy. Let's pick this guy up off the street real quick and let's get another submission win in London. We don't want him going to London and losing to Jared Gordon in front of all of his people and fans. The people that watch him." And right. Are like, you know what, we can get some more money off it. So let's build this kid up a little bit.
So speaking of managers, do I got to slide up into Ali's DMs to try and find out what's going on? Chimaev, Burns, talk to me, Belal.
I mean, like I said, we're stuck in limbo. We're trying to figure it out. Remember, we were stuck in that limbo last year, trying to figure out what's going on. Then all of a sudden, we got the Wonder Boy fight. So I'm thinking, I'm staying ready. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to keep training. Yesterday, I got to train with the legend Jake Shields. He was in Chicago visiting. Yeah, I was like, okay, get to train with the OG like that and learn from him. So I'm like, I'm getting better every single day, no matter what.
Where were you, by the way? That's you.
It was crazy. I was in Chicago, and then I saw Jake Shields tweet out "Oh man, you can't even eat downtown without a vaccination card in Chicago." And I was like, "Wait, you're in Chicago? Let's get some training in." And he's like, "Oh, you're from Chicago? Yeah, I have my buddy here that does interviews. He would like to interview, and we could train in his pet house." And I was like, "All right." He's like, "Yeah, you can come and chill for a couple hours." And I was like, chilling in a pet house with Jake Shields. Sure, I'm
Love
down.
It, dude. And everyone wants to train with you. Next thing you know, you'll be flying out to Stockton, California. Well, I guess your mom, Nate Diaz wants to train with Bully. I guess he wants to fight Poirier, but he wants Bully get him ready. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm getting in with that crowd right there. the
Exactly. I love it though. But dude, it is fascinating. I mean, it would be a great experience for you to go out and train with a guy like Nate.
Yeah, that's the thing where I'm a guy that I love to train. I love to cross train with other gyms. There's a lot of guys a lot of these young fighters where I always hear from, and I always have to tell them, don't be afraid to go train at another gym, get different looks at. And they're always, oh, well, my coach won't let me. I'm like, you're the one that's fighting. You're the one that's competing. And they're like, obviously your coach is going to think that what he's teaching you is the right thing. But for me, I like picking up from everybody. And then I can pick up from an amateur fighter and he'll show me something and I'll just take him. Oh, maybe this worked for me. I'll watch a Bruce Lee movie, but maybe let me try that. But now if I'm working with a guy like Jake Shields, who's a multi-time champion, and I get to work with Nate Diaz. why would I turn that down? I was like, I don't have nothing personal. Let's go. I'll work out with you guys.
I love it. So that Covington Masvidal fight, March 5th. Certainly, hopefully you get something booked on there before, but the odds did come out, and I'm just curious. I know you're not a gambler, but Covington's a huge favorite, like 3-1 favorite. And I don't know. That doesn't surprise me too much in terms of a Vegas odd. But do you see that fight being a closer fight? I mean, do you think that's a one-sided fight?
I don't think it's a one-sided fight. I feel like people are underestimating Masvidal's wrestling. He has really good takedown defense, and a guy like Covington, he'll take you down multiple times, but like a lot of guys keep getting up from underneath him. And I think that Masvidal the fact that they train together, I think that Masvidal knows what Covington's like go-to takedowns are, and obviously Covington knows what Masvidal's weaknesses are in wrestling game. But I think that when it comes to striking, you're never gonna go 100% striking in the room. So like they'll go 100% grappling in a room, and Masvidal will feel that 100% grappling, but you'll never feel 100% striking in a room unless you actually hate each other. But like you're never going to spar. Let me try to kill this guy. So now when it's going to be a whole different speed that you're fighting inside of a cage with small gloves on, and Covington's never felt that with Masvidal. Obviously, they probably sparred hard, but it's a different type of hard when you're actually trying to hurt somebody, and it's not your teammate. Like when they were training together, they were actually boys, and I want to help my boy, but I'm not going to try to hurt my boy. But now he wants to hurt him. So like Masvidal probably felt the strongest Kobe before, but Kobe's never felt the strongest Masvidal before. And I think that that's going to be the difference in this fight.
I love it. I love when you talk about the welterweights. So, Bully, what do you think of my headset? I've taken over John Anik's hotel room. So if anyone can figure out what hotel we're in, this is the best time to catch John Anik on the road. He's down in the lobby doing his prep. I took over, baby. I got this headset. I got to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the headset with these cans on my ears, Cody, Mero. Back home, I don't mess with anything like this. But what do you think, Bully? You like this?
I was like, man, new headset, new year, new you.
Right? Repping Travis Matthew in the California Republic. But I have to say, I like this 5:30 Pacific time. Everything's better on the West Coast.
Oh, I didn't even feel like it's 5. I didn't realize you're at 5:30. I'm thinking 8:30, and I'm like, weren't you later, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I get 3 hours earlier tonight than normal, which is beautiful. We can go get some dinner after. But I love it.
How's the crowd out there right now? Are there like a lot of people in the lobby and stuff trying to wait for the fighters? Are you in the same hotel?
Yeah, we're in the fighter hotel, so it's it's swimming with people, And I ran into Billy Q and Matt Frivola earlier today, and Frivola's dad, who I guess they call him the bulldozer. And he said, tell John the bulldozer's looking for him. So yeah, we're running into all sorts of cats, but it's cool. I've never met Billy Q before. And it's like, I've never met you before. So it's very cool to just sort of be around and see the fighters sort of getting ready and, fascinating what's going on. I'm chilling there, wet towels and sweating and cutting weight all over the place, but it's interesting. There he is. What's up, Rauf?
What's up?
Raufeon Super Stots. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
What's up, kid? Is this your third time on Remember the Show?
This is the second time. The first time was terrible. You were awful on it. So I was like, you know what? Let's bring him back after your dominant performance, your last fight. Let's bring him back for another one.
He did the live with you. That's what it was.
Yeah. He was our reporter for live.
Yeah. I did. I was on one with Jay Hill one time.
Jamal Hill, yeah.
Yeah, Jamal Hill, yeah. I feel like my mic is like low. Can y'all hear me all right?
We can hear you good. Could you hear us?
Huh, all right.
Could you hear us?
You look better than both of us too.
Could you hear us, Raufeon?
Barely. I can barely hear y'all. Here, let me.
You got headphones, maybe?
Yeah, let me put some.
Or maybe go out and come back in. Maybe that's it. I know you rocking a flip phone, so maybe that's the reason.
You say because I'm what?
Rocking a flip phone.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. T-Mobile. You know how they do.
Got that Boost Mobile. Where you at?
Dude, I used to have the Boost Mobile chirps. Those are the best times. I would like be in school and like we'd be like chirping each other, and then the next chirp was the best.
Yeah.
No more. Now he's main event Muhammad.
Yeah, now we upgraded to the contract.
He Hollywood now.
Yeah, exactly.
His assistant hit me up. I didn't even get a call from Belal. Some guy is like, hello, yeah, we're here to schedule. He Hollywood.
What's up, brother? How you doing? You just finished training?
I'm here at the house. I had to kind of train at home today. So just because of the show, I wanted to be ready. I want to be on my P's and Q's.
We got the black screen Molina.
That's all right. El Jefe's punctual.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
There
you
you
guys
go.
see me?
Now we can see you.
What's up, fellas?
All right, let's go.
What's up, brother?
Let's go,
What's up,
Raufeon.
Jeff?
How you guys
What's
doing?
up, bro? How you doing?
I'm
Good, man.
bro.
There he is. There
Are
he
you in
is.
the hotel too, Jeff?
Yeah. I'm out in Vegas right now.
Oh, you're in Vegas? What are you doing out there?
Yeah. I got stem cells done.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is he frozen for you?
Yeah. Your
Yeah,
internet's
frozen for
terrible,
me.
Jeff.
This is
Belal.
hotel
Dude,
Wi-Fi.
I got Raufeon out here with a flip phone. I got Jeff out here with that
Oh, you're
freaking
good
dial-up
now?
internet.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good
Yeah,
now.
you're good
Talk
now.
Stem
This
cells,
hotel
huh?
Wi-Fi is trash, bro. Yeah, I got some.
Oh, you're on the Wi-Fi?
Just trying to get healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Wi-Fi is trash and you have to use your phone. Does your phone internet work? Are you on your phone or no?
Yeah. I took it off Wi-Fi, so it should be good now.
All right, let's see if that works.
Sounds good.
Raufeon, question I wanted to ask you. How you like the new training out there?
Oh, I like it. I feel like these guys I'm around, they go hard, and they go hard a lot. Their coach, Coach Saul, passed away like recently, right before I came, actually. So it's like just like Adrian, Cameron Smotherland, Mana Martinez was out there for a minute, and we just pretty much pushing each other. You know what I mean? But yeah, they train hard, and that's why I picked this gym to go to when I came and visited, like during like Thanksgiving or whatever. They push it hard, and that's kind of what I want to do during my off season, just push as hard as I can.
Is Adrian like the head coach out there right now, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Adrian, and then I help out. Where I can, kind of. Cameron Smotherman helps out when he can. Pretty much, they got like Coach Saul had like a system in place, and we just kind of add to it, and meet up and just try to get better as we go.
So you're the new big talker at Bellator right now. And,
yeah, man, I got to, man.
Have you got anybody responding to you right now? Because I'm like, dude, these guys.
I got.
you make it
Actually,
so fun. I'm like, bro, the fact that you're in the elevator with two of them, and neither one of them said anything inside the elevator. I'm like, how can you guys let this happen right now?
Bro, yesterday, which was crazy to me, kind of blew my mind. Patchy Mix, I guess he was getting a haircut, and he pretended he was like falling asleep or something, and he like put under the comments, yeah, this is how I'm gonna sleep Raufeon when I fight him, and then he was like roast me next. Like I was like, what? Like your gap mouth, I'll roast your ass all day, you skinny fat fucker. I would love. Matter of fact, you next. Let me write you down on my list. You's next. So Patchy Mix been talking. Juan Archuleta, scary ass. I'm gonna probably get him sometime in the future, but no, it's all fun and games. I'm just ready for this tournament to start, man. I'm just
any word yet on anything?
No word yet. I don't got matchups. I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know nothing. So just training, just be ready kind of when it happens.
So,
but
who would be in your corner for your next fight, you think?
I don't know. So I'll probably have Coach Kush. I'll probably go back to Rufus Sport.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Depending on, I don't know. If I have to fight Sergio or whatever, me and Sergio still have to talk, I guess, to see if it's a problem or not. I don't see it being a problem with Sergio, but who knows? And then, yeah, and I love training at Rufus Sports, so I'll probably do a camp there, if I can. I love training with the guys there, and I like the knowledge that's there. So with Gerald Mearshart,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all kind of up in the air. It depends on like who I fight, kind of what's going on, I guess. But I'm just kind of waiting until I get like a name and date to make some moves.
Jeff, any word on you? Any fight or anything?
Man, I got offered something I couldn't take. I got offered a slot on March 19th against someone I really wanted to fight.
In London?
Yeah.
Oh,
then,
that would have
I'm
been
not sure
fun.
why I was even offered, man. I'm on an injury extension, so I wasn't supposed to get offered anything. So the fact that I got offered something I couldn't take it fucking is making me lose sleep. But
That's
just trying to get
always
healthy,
the worst
man.
feeling. I tell people that all the time. When you say that, you're like, "Do it, man. are they gonna think I'm scared? Are they this? And I'm like, bro, like if you're injured,
Dude,
you're injured. Like there's
I
nothing you
wanted
can
to take
do
it
about
so
it.
bad. I wanted to take it so bad, Belal, but like my coach, I made a commitment to him that before this last fight that I was gonna get healthy afterwards, no matter what, however long it took and whatever it took. So I'm in the process of doing that. I'm looking at a timeline of like mid-April to get back in there. So unfortunately, he just got booked. It was against Jake Hadley. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it or not, but it was against Jake Hadley, man. And I wanted to fight him so bad, like in his hometown, and yeah, it sucks, bro. But you know, better things are to come from this, you know.
No, yeah, that's always a good thing about having a fighter or a mentor as like your coach, because like he's been through the whole thing already, and then like they always give you the knowledge. Like, yeah, no, you don't need to do this. Like they've already been through. Like for both of us, it's been Gerald Mershaw. Like he's always the type, and Lewis Taylor. Like they've been through it all. Like they have so much knowledge. They've been in the game so long. They'll like just keep it real with you. Like, dude, you don't have to say yes to this. You don't have to say yes to everything. Yeah. And you could take like you're on a dominant run right now. And honestly, you're killing it with the commenting. You're looking good with it too. Pretty easy on there. So like you could do them other things to get your name out there that way.
Yeah, you know, like as a fighter, and I'm Raufeon knows as well. Like you want to say yes to whatever, like you know, and you need someone looking out for you to be like, hey, bud, like maybe this is the smartest idea. Let's get you healthy first. Like you haven't been healthy since the regional scene, so let's make sure we get these things straight before we start taking fights. So as a fighter, I'm gonna say yes to everything. You know, give me a date and time, and I'll be there. But it's good to have someone like James looking out for you. You know.
Yeah, like I tell people that all the time. Like you need to have somebody that's to say no for you, because even a manager's always going to tell you. Like if your manager called you with a name, you're going to say yes. I'd be like, honestly, fighters don't even need managers because you're going to say yes regardless. So you need that manager or that coach that's going to look at the matchup and look at it first before even bringing it to you. Like, nah, this one really don't make sense. Why is Raufeon going to fight Francis Ngannou for? They're not even in the same weight class. But you tell Raufeon be down to do it. Am I right?
I'm down to do it, bro. I'm down to do it. I bite his ankle.
Yeah, but like that's why you need that guy, that mentor, that coach that's smart.
Yeah, you need someone looking out for you, man. 100%. Yeah, man. Stots, I'm a huge fan of yours, bro. We fought hard twice for victory. I was still an amateur and I was a pro the second go around, and you also fought my teammate William Joplin. Rest in peace. But yeah, man.
My dude Nacho. Shout out to Nacho in the audience right now. But you guys are being too friendly right now.
What's up?
We ain't with all this fist pounding. I love you, Raufeon. I love you, Jeff. Blah, blah,
yeah, it's a shame I'm gonna have to look on trivia.
Right now. I'm a huge fan. I'm happy for your success, man. Before we get into, you know what I'm saying, fucking each other up in this game. Hey, I'm happy for your success. Keep it up, man. You fucking killing
it. Man. Yeah, thank you, brother. It's a shame I'm gonna have to whip you in trivia, man, because I'm a huge fan.
Yeah. Belal, what's next? Hold on. What's next for you, Belal? You ain't, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Okay.
Rauf's been on. Yeah, Rauf. I knew. See, Rauf's ready to go. So, Jeff, I'm breaking it down for you, right? So, a lot like Jeopardy. If you know the answer, shout bully. That's the key. Shout bully if you know the answer. You got that bad Wi-Fi, so you're already at a disadvantage. Anyway, wrong answer, points go to the opponent. Right answer, points go to you. Most points win. Shout bully. El Jefe, let's go. Sorry, Rauf. You get no love. You're a sophomore, baby.
That's all right. We good.
Let me just say this, Jeff, that you've had 4 teammates on the show and only one has won, and that was Laura Senko. But your coach lost.
No press.
Lost. All these guys lost, man. And I'm like, man, their team. I don't know. I got to bring another one in to lose. It's gonna be sad.
I'm gonna represent Glory MMA, bro. Don't worry.
But these are the categories for today, guys. Name scramble. Fighter names. Okay. They're scrambled up. Unscramble them. Figure it out. Scream out bully. Everyone has a podcast. So these are all fighters with podcasts. You got to tell me the name of this fighter's podcast. Face mash. Now, this is the best one.
A favorite.
2 fighter faces mashed together. You got to tell me which 2 fighters they are. There's 2 fighters in this one. And this is a new one. This is a hard one. I saw this on Instagram, and it's pretty sweet. Like the opposite of your nickname. So El Jefe, that means boss. So like the opposite of his nickname would be employee. So like you have to tell this fighter the opposite of his nickname.
Yeah. Oh God, it's tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, but yeah.
Good luck, boys.
All right. Who's first?
All right, we're gonna go with Raufeon since you were here first on time. Let's give it to Raufeon.
All right, let's
first
go.
Category, but either one of you guys can say bully.
Okay, let's go. Everyone got a podcast for 100.
For 100. What's the name of Michael Bisping's podcast?
Bully.
Hefe.
Believe you me?
Dang. Okay.
Believe you me.
Let's
I don't know none of these. I'm getting these hoes out the way.
You said it with so much confidence. Yeah, everybody wants a podcast. I was like, oh, Raufeon.
Yeah, that's why I get them out the way.
Everyone wants a podcast with Raufeon.
All right, you picked Jeff.
300 on Everyone Wants a Podcast or has a
Everybody
podcast.
wants a podcast. Chael Sonnen.
Oh God. And I watch it too. That's the worst part, bro.
Chael Sonnen has a pretty good podcast.
Mm-mm.
He talks about Belal all day.
You mean
I watch
Belal?
it too, man. That's the worst part.
I'll give you guys a hint. When somebody says
Bahal Muhammad.
when somebody says thank you, what do you say back?
You're welcome. Bully, you're welcome.
Got
Let's go, baby.
Come on,
Let's
that
go.
nonsense, man.
That was a toss-up, bro. That was a
it. Come on, Rob.
Come on, man. All right.
Dude,
Come on,
after
get
that
it
first
together.
performance, I was like, I didn't want to bring Rob back. I was like, you know what? Let me give him another shot. He's been killing it right now, but look, you're already off to a terrible start.
It's still early in the game.
That's all
Jeff,
right.
you
It's
keep
early.
going.
It's early. I'm a marathoner.
Jeff, you go
Who
again.
next?
Let's go name scramble for 300.
Name scramble for 300. Ooh.
Oh God.
Oh, Sir Bully.
Oh yeah.
Sergio Pettis.
You
That's
got
your
it.
man's.
Let's go.
That was pretty
I had
good.
to get
Okay,
that one.
Rob, I see you out here.
You know what I'm saying? We back on the board. Hey, let's go name scramble for 200.
200.
Bully.
Ooh.
Ah, that
Ciryl
was
Gane.
I said
Ciryl
it first.
Gane.
that.
What?
I said it first.
You
I said
said
bully
I
first.
first. You said
I will
I
fight
first.
everybody in this podcast.
Yeah, I said bully
Hey,
first,
I
baby.
first, but
Let's
Jeff
go.
said
Let's
bully.
go, Belal.
I'm gonna go
Ciryl
with
Gane, baby.
Jeff.
I said what first?
You said ah.
No, I said bully.
I said bully.
You said ah.
All right. Fuck it. Come on with it.
Let's go to Jeff.
My
All
man.
right, Jeff, you pick.
Let's go. I want to try out this new game. Opposite nickname game for 400.
Ugh.
400. Eric Anders.
Bully.
Jeff.
Oh fuck! I don't know his nickname. Never mind.
You said it with so much confidence.
I
Oh,
did.
Bully,
I
this is a
did.
good one, baby. Come, Ralph, you know his
Oh, I
nickname.
should know this, man.
Oh, what is this? Oh, it's like it's. I don't want to say it because then I don't know the opposite,
What do you mean you don't know the opposite?
Oh,
or
Just
maybe
take a
I don't
chance.
know it.
Pull the trigger on it.
No, because he said it. He about to miss these points. These points about to
Right,
go.
this
To
is-
me.
oh yeah, Jeff, you said bully, so you have to answer.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
3, 2, One.
Yeah, no.
Let's go.
Just
Hold
answer.
on. Is it? Oh, wait.
His name
I
is
get
your
the points,
boy.
but can I? Oh, go ahead.
His nickname is your boy. What do you think the opposite would be?
Your man,
Your boy.
What?
your woman, your
no,
girl.
don't give him the point.
My
for that.
girl.
No way. Don't give
Yeah,
him the
I
point
mean-
for that. Your man? No way.
My
I
girl.
got boys, you know, whatever.
The opposite.
I got
of
the
your
point.
man.
Ralph gets the points. The
Yeah,
the
Rob gets
least-
the points for that
least
one. so.
deserving points
All
ever, but they
All
are
right.
yours, Ralph.
But
Let's
I
go,
got 'em,
Super.
I take 'em, I don't give a
Exactly.
damn.
Some petty points.
All right, Raufeon still gets those points. That's
All right, let's go.
That one's gonna be a hard one, but I was like, man, that's a good idea though. But that was a hard
Let's
one.
go. Name scramble for 400.
Name scramble 400.
It's a big one.
Ooh, this one's gonna be hard.
Bully.
Ralph,
Oh, I know this.
AJ McKee. Let's go. Let's go. I needed that one.
What was
I needed that one.
that? Was
All
an
right, name
interesting-
scramble for 100.
I added 2 J's.
Wait, Jay, what do you
yeah,
want to
I
say?
was gonna say there are 2 A's, 2 J's. I mean, I'm glad he got it.
I
wanted
thought
to
it
trip
was
him up a
Jar
little
Jar
bit.
Binks. I thought it was Jar Jar Binks.
All right, you're up, Ralph.
Misa did not know
Name
that
scramble
one.
for 100.
Name scramble 100. Ooh, this game's going back and forth.
Bully. Michelle Pereira. Pereira?
Boom! You didn't pronounce it right, but hey, I'll take it.
Oh,
What's his
Dang,
last
this is
name?
going back
Ball
and
game?
forth right here.
Ball game?
let's go.
Okay, you're up, Jeff.
What's this?
All right, what we got?
Oh, what
we
was
got?
that?
What was that?
Let's go. Everyone has a podcast for 400.
Golly.
James Krause is
You-
featured on this podcast
Trick question.
Every
I like
Monday.
Oh my god.
every
Oh.
Monday. This is your coach.
Come
This
on,
is my
Jeff.
man's, bro.
This
The
your
second
coach,
best
bro.
podcast ever created.
Can we cut
James,
this out?
are you
Like,
watching this? This your
Can we cut this
boy.
out? I know who it's with,
man.
bro. I just don't know the name of it.
Damn.
Bully James Lynch's betting show. I don't know, man.
At least you attempted. At least you attempted. It's the Anik and Florian podcast. Come on,
Oh
Rafe.
my god. Oh, he does so many. He does James Lynch's too, man. I should have known that, bro. God.
But I said the second best podcast ever, and that's that one.
Yeah, that was a hint.
So who is it?
Points go to Raf.
Oh, points go to me?
Yeah, you got it wrong. You're up,
Hate it
Raf.
here.
Victory
That's
lap.
tough. You see
let's
your
go.
coach's name.
Let's
pop
go.
up.
Everyone's podcast for 200.
200. Ally Quinta.
Something about real estate. I don't know.
Yeah, his podcast sucks anyway.
Call me Al. That's cool.
I'm trying to give him some viewers. They ain't happening for you. Sorry, Al. All right, Raf, you pick again.
All right. Face mask for 100.
All right, these are the good ones.
All right.
Two fighter faces.
Oh, Bully.
Raf.
That's me and Hefe.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm not even mad at it.
We
I'm
look
not
pretty
even mad
good
at
as a guy.
Yeah, I like that facial hair
We
combo.
look like a monkey for real. This motherfucker look like Jumanji character.
Come on, Hefe. You're losing again.
I am.
Let's go.
Doing glory in my bad.
Raf.
Let's go face mask for 200.
Face match 200. Two fighter faces.
Bully.
Raf.
Bully. Patty and Jared Gordon. Patty the Batty and Jared Gordon. Let's go. I ain't gonna lie, man. When I came on this show, I was like, man, I ain't never lost to no glory athlete, and I probably will never.
Hey, yo, chill out. Hey, man, Martinez is training with us, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, I see that. I see that. But we ain't gonna never fight, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
You're up, Raf. This is
Let's
becoming
go
a
face
landslide.
mask for 300.
Come on, Hefe.
Oh, you know this one. I'll give it to you.
He's
Bully.
giving it to you.
Go ahead,
Bully.
Raf.
Let's go. Figueiredo and Moreno. Brandon Moreno. That's your weight class, bro. Come on.
I knew it was Moreno. I didn't know who he was mixed with, man.
Oh, man.
You
It's like a Latin American supervillain.
Man, bro. Let's go
I'm
face
going on
mask
that
for
connection.
400.
400.
Oh, I know this one. Come on. You know it.
Bruh.
Bully.
Raf.
Go ahead.
Kamaru Usman and Leon, that Leon dude. Leon, what's the dude name?
Nobody
What's
really
the
cares
last
about his
name,
last
Raf?
name.
What's his last name?
Man.
Ralph?
Leon, what's the dude last name? Leon
Stewart.
I'm just trying to.
No, I'm kidding.
You say Leon
Edwards.
Thompson?
No, Leon, what's this dude?
Edwards.
Well, I don't know his Edwards. Yeah.
You know what? Give those points to Jeff. That's
Ah!
you know his last name, Leon Thompson. That was like the worst guess
I
ever.
forget his name. The dude from across the pond.
All
I
right.
got some pity points. It's on me.
All right, here you go.
Yeah,
Give him some points. I feel like y'all owe him 200 points too for one of them that I made.
Doing some charity.
Miss. I wasn't gonna say nothing before when I was losing.
Let's do opposite nickname game for 100.
Opposite nickname game for 100. Max Holloway.
Bully.
Bully.
Raf.
Cursed.
Thirst.
Cursed. I said cursed.
Oh, curse. All
Blessed.
right. Oh.
Cursed.
Yay!
Yeah. Come
That
on
was a good
now.
one.
Don't do me like that.
Dang,
Cody
Raf been
Cody took
playing.
away like 1,000 points from you, Ruff.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
You gonna get
To be
Raf.
fair,
Unless I lose. I'm
Until-
fair unless I lose. Then if I lose, then I'm gonna be tripping.
Until you guys gave him Edward's last name, I was gonna give Raph $50 if you could come up with Leon's last name, because I didn't think he was gonna get it.
Yeah,
There
I
is
will.
no way.
That's just his loyalty.
There is no way.
That's
he's
just-
gonna
Yeah,
get
I don't
Bully.
like the dude that poked my dude
Exactly.
in the eye.
My dude.
Ran
That's
off.
loyalty to bullies.
I don't
Like,
like
who
the
gives a
dude,
fuck
so
what
I
his
won't even
last
say
name
his
is? Let's
name.
go.
I don't even say his name
Love
right,
it.
even though he black. I don't even say his name right. That's how loyal I am to my. You know what I'm saying? If Bully was James Krause and he had a podcast, I'd watch that.
Oh,
and
come
I know
on, man. Oh,
My brother.
why you gotta bring up old shit, man?
Dustin Poirier.
What's his?
Oh, I don't know it. Oh, Bully.
Hefe?
Dustin the Triangle Poirier. Circle. Dustin the Circle Poirier. Come on.
Charcoal.
Come on.
The circle.
Because
Come
he's
on.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Diamond, right? Yeah.
Oh, I see where you was going.
Francis
though.
Ngannou?
I see where he's going.
This is a good one.
Bully.
Raf?
His name is the Predator. So the prey.
Dang, Raf, look at you.
Let's go.
Pretty well played.
You know,
Raufeon Stots, we brought you back for a second one.
lap.
Yeah, it was a terrible first run, but now you are the Remember the Show champion. How does it feel?
I redeemed myself. You know, this is probably the greatest honor I've received this year. You know, I'm probably hanging on this wall here with my family pictures. You know, I'm so grateful for the time we living in where I can win a show against a great glory advocate. And it was UFC versus Bellator, so I got another win for Bellator.
Come on, Jeff. God dang it.
I hate it here.
Yep, see what I'm saying? Come
Ruff,
full circle.
Just win that tournament and then just come on over. We'll take you.
Oh,
Come
I got
on
you. I got you. I'm going.
All right, win that Grand Prix and then we'll take you.
For sure. I got you. I'll be a millionaire by the end, so you know somebody gonna have to do something.
Are you one of those guys where you're thinking about when you look at guys like AJ McKee? Have you ever thought about moving upward? Because you're not a small 135 pounder.
Yeah, I mean, I think about moving up. The only thing that I had reservations about was having like I feel like my teammates is everywhere, you know. But yeah, I fight AJ McKee. I fight at 45. I don't have trouble making 35, but I'm not like a small 35er. So I never, you know, have a rough time with like strength. I feel like moving up, but
yeah.
And so
we saw your debut on the desk, and it was good. I was like, bro, he brought energy, brother. Had they talked to you about doing anything like that?
I haven't talked to like pretty much like Coker or nobody about it, but like I talked to some of like the like Showtime people, and they were like just stay ready, or they pretty much said they like me and they wanted to do more footage and stuff with me. So I guess I'm like some people is watching, some people like it. So hopefully
now, both of you guys are the lighter weight class. Which fight are you guys looking more forward to this weekend? Francis or the flyweight title? Obviously, Jeff, you obviously want to look at your champion, but which one are you more excited about for this one? Because, you know, after watching those fights 2 times in a row, I'm not really excited about Brandon Moreno. Like, he dominated in that second fight. I don't realize think they really deserved the third fight, but it's there. So, like, are you guys excited about the flyweights or the heavyweights?
Both, brother. But definitely the main event, Ngannou and Gane. Just the backstory, former teammates, and then you know, we got a guy that's way more technical than the other, kind of better in every aspect, and then someone that just has like the equalizer in both hands. So, like, man, I don't know. That's a tough one. It's a gimme. Like, usually you pick the better fighter, right? The guy that's more technical, better footwork. But in this case, you just got a guy with like freak power and just an athlete and freak speed. So I'm super excited for that, and hopefully I get to be there live. Hopefully I can score some tickets. I hit up my manager yesterday, and it's looking promising. So I'm in Vegas right now.
You just walk up there. They ain't gonna stop. Who's gonna stop you?
Man, had I won the show, I'd have some leverage. You know. This hurts, man. This hurts. But I'm gonna learn from this. I'll be back.
Hey, second time was a charm for me. So
yeah,
okay.
yeah. If you saw Ross first time, it was terrible. So like maybe next time. There'll be a better second time, and maybe it's the internet. Like, you can use that as an excuse. There's a lot of fighters that always, I had a bad weight cut. Now you can use I had bad internet.
I like it. Yeah, it was bad internet.
But hey, I appreciate both of you guys coming on. Excited for both of you guys' future.
Good to meet you,
honestly,
Jeff.
Two of the most exciting guys, especially on Twitter, social media.
Good to see you again,
You're stepping
Jeff.
your game up with the trash talk. We need more of that. We need to be the face of Bellator, because that's what you are right now.
Yeah, stay tuned, because I'm about to roast Patchy Mix next, and I don't know who I'm gonna do after that. Probably do who I don't even know. Maybe the Chinese dude. I don't know. I gotta see.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'm about to roast all these jabronis.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, boys.
All right,
bro.
bro. Thank you, man. Anik, I'm a huge fan, brother. It's
Thank
crazy
you,
how
man.
much you sound like your
Dude.
brother. And Belal, I'm a huge fan as well. So,
My brother,
thank you,
appreciate
guys.
you.
Appreciate it.
Both you boys keep winning.
Y'all-
Keep winning, both you.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas.
Peace.
Dude, crazy. Molina fought with a bad ankle in his last fight. It's interesting. I saw he's getting his stem cells. I know he was breaking up in his internet, but I saw he was getting some treatment at the PI in his ankle, and it's fascinating. I'm glad he didn't take the fight. He was injured from a car accident. Crazy.
I always tell people that all the time that people don't know what fighters are willing to fight with. Like there's so many injuries that you go walk into a fight with, and like you said, like a fighter's always going to say yes because you have it in your mentality. Like if I say no, I'm soft. If I say no, I'm scared. And you're like, I don't want to look bad to the UFC, so I always have to say yes. So like the fact that he has like a guy like James Krause is like, no, I told you said you're going to get better. So let's get better. Like you're not coming off a loss. It's not something that like, oh, I need to get right back in there for a reason. Like you had 2 dominant performances or 3 dominant performances. You're looking great. You're a hot prospect right now. So like, why are you going to fight there with an injury? Because nobody really cares if after you lose a fight and you come up with excuses like, oh, I was injured. I had this. I should have took off when I should have. Because like the fans don't care. People don't really care. They just care about your last performance. The last performance was dominant. So stay smart. You're still super young. Get better, and then just keep killing it. It's like there ain't no rush. Like the belt's still gonna be there. The UFC's still gonna be here. There ain't nothing to London's still gonna be there. You'll get on another show. Maybe you'll headline at your next one. So it's great that he has a great coach like him.
Love it. Speaking of headliners, we got a big fight card in California. Let's get to the bigs. Let's go. Dude, I can't wait. Can't wait for this. Really can't wait for these back 2 fights. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I said I think the card is just dripping. But these are the types of cards that end up being just banging. So anyway, we'll get to the main and the co-main, but we will start in the bantamweight division. Number 15, Cody Stamann versus Saeed Nurmagomedov. Oh, okay. We'll see. 5-5. He's 500.
Man, and I see that it's a fresh year. I'm looking at it like, 500. That's pathetic 50%. Right now. Like, I need to get these cards going.
So 50 overall, 61%. I'm gonna all in like forever, 61%. And we might have to have a little meeting, figure out how the bigs. I think I'd like to have you give like a method of victory on certain fights. Tell us how you think it's going to be finished, but we'll get to that. We gotta find some competition anyway. So this fight's interesting. So Stamann's ranked 15th. Saeed has not fought since October 2020. In Abu Dhabi. It's just nuts, man, how some of these guys aren't active, whether it's injury, whatever it is. Cody trying to hold on to that ranking, lost 2 in a row, albeit to some good competition. Merab and then Jimmy Rivera at flyweight. He's the betting underdog here. Does he keep that 15 ranking or does Saeed knock him off? Who's the bick?
Yeah, Cody's one of those guys that's where he was close to getting something. He had a streak going, and then all of a sudden he lost the 2 back-to-back ones. And it's rough when you're losing 2 back-to-back because he like you said, he lost the freaking Merab and Jimmy Rivera. So they weren't, and he was very competitive in the Jimmy Rivera fight a little bit. So it was a good fight. Merab's just a machine. But for this fight, I think that Saeed is stylistically wise, he's just a bad matchup for him. Cody's one of those guys where he doesn't throw a lot of volume and he wants to wrestle you down. And I think that Saeed's grappling and his striking is very good. And as with the Nurmagomedovs, they have a leader and a team they all do the same thing that Cody does. And I think that he sees it every day in practice and he sees it with the best in the world. So I think that it's going to be a pretty easy fight for Saeed, I think.
Got it. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Interesting to hear what you said about this co-main event. I tend to agree with you. The one thing that I'm a little curious about is what we see out of Deiveson Figueiredo. I don't know what we really saw in that last, in the second fight. First fight, obviously a draw. Ran into Brett Okamoto, met the guy. Nice to meet him. He just really didn't want to say much until he saw Figueiredo on the scale. That was sort of the determining factor. For me, seeing Moreno and the ascent he's on, it's hard for me to envision him taking a step back. You know what I mean? He just seems like he's going to the moon. But Figueiredo's a dangerous guy. I'm excited for this one. Moreno, now the favorite. He was not in the first 2 fights. Remember the name. Who's winning the co-main?
Yeah, they always come up with these little tricks and stuff with pictures, and Figueiredo's posting stuff like, oh, I'm only 3 pounds away from making weight. And it was like a week ago. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe he's in shape. But then I heard him at the press conference today and he just sounds like he's dying. Like he just sounds like talking very slow. I'm going to kill you. And
interesting.
Like he just sounds very drained. And we're still a day away from weigh-ins. So like he has to go through that. And I think that when even the UFC posted the picture of him with his shirt off with 1 million abs and Michelle Pereira with 1 million abs, those guys cut a lot of weight. And the fact that they're looking so veiny and muscular, that doesn't tell me that, oh man, they're in amazing shape. Every fighter, when they're close to weight, it's amazing shape. These guys are just cutting too much weight, I think, and they're draining their bodies. And when you have that much muscle, you're gonna drain yourself. And I feel like for a guy like him, the weight cut's a big factor because he does have a lot of weight issues and he's missed weight before. Mm-hmm. And that last fight, he used the excuses of weight cut. And now he's sitting there thinking that, oh, I'm 3 pounds away and it's 3 weeks out. So like that just tells me that you're just worried about the weight cut. And when you have that focus, you should be focused on the fight, focusing on what Moreno does right, what went wrong in the second fight. And we've seen it with Amanda Nunes, who I feel like you get a little more tired when you're in that fight, when you're a type of guy that knocks people out and you have that such high output and such high power style like Figueiredo does. And, you know, Moreno's just sitting there smiling and laughing at the press conference with so much energy. Like, these guys are so freaking calm. And you can just tell that he doesn't cut a lot of weight. He's just happy to be there and he's happy for it to be fight week. For Figueiredo's, you could tell he's depressed. Like, oh, I got a weight cut tomorrow. On fight day, maybe it'd be something else. But I just think that Moreno, like you said, everything's just going right for him right now. Everything's going high. That last fight, it was an amazing performance. And I think it's just going to be an even better fight, this one.
You think he finishes him, or you think
I think he finishes him. I think that Figueiredo is one of those guys that I think he's going to break mentally. When you come up with excuses a lot of the time after fights, and you come up with those are guys like that. Like I said, the difference between him and Commentator. Commentator lost dominantly to Max Holloway. It's like he didn't come up with an excuse like, oh, I was sick this day. I had a bad weight cut or this. Figueiredo had all the excuses in the book. I was this, and this, and that's the only reason you won. You're scared of me. You're this, and this, and it's like, bro, like he was just. You could keep it real. He was better than you that night. You could say that. Don't come up with all these excuses, because then when you get in the fight and you're back in that same position where he has your back again, you're gonna be like, damn. And then he just chokes you out. Then what are you gonna say now? All right, now I'm done with 25. I need to move up to 35. Give me the champion there. And it's like, whatever.
Right. I hear you. Triple C, speaking of moving up, Triple C is the only one who I've heard like picking Figueiredo, and he's working with him. So,
yeah.
So, all right. So let's get to the heavyweight championship of the world. I was watching some Instagram with Rogan just talking about, it was getting me all fired up. Just the baddest man on the planet is the UFC's heavyweight champion. And I just was getting all fired up. So Ciryl Gane, right? Ciryl Gane made his UFC debut just a mere months before COVID started, right? It's just nuts, man. August of 2019. Really? August of 2019. And in February, we were in COVID of 20. It's nuts. 7-0, interim strap. Many believe he is the answer for the explosive champion. You hear everyone saying the same shit. His footwork, he tires him out for a few rounds. It'll go his way, or Ngannou has to catch him early. I've heard the same shit. I haven't heard much from anyone else. Oh, everyone wants to see Ngannou do it, but they sort of like Gane. So either tell me something different, give me something. Everyone tell me the same thing.
The thing that I'm seeing that a lot of people are not bringing up, like everybody's saying, oh, he could tire Francis out. Francis like Francis looked good that last fight against Stipe. He was more patient. He used his jab. He had leg kicks. He had takedown defense. He even took a shot on him once. So I'm like, I don't know where all these people are coming with the factor that Francis looks sloppy. Obviously, Gane makes it look prettier. It's like there's guys that are just, they naturally look better as a striker, but Francis has that one punch touch. And that last fight, he showed that he can be patient, pick his shots even smarter, even better. And, you know, he was off his last it's been about a year since the last fight, but he wasn't injured. It's not like he was trying to rehab an injury or anything like that. He was in the training room. He was working. He was grinding and training with a guy like Eric Nixick and stuff. They're working on the other little things. And Eric says that he's a guy that loves to come to practice. He's a guy that loves to grapple. Like when you go with guys that have that one punch power and they're all strikers, they hate to grapple. When it's wrestling day, nobody will show up. When it's grappling day, these strikers are not going to be there. They'll be like, oh, I'm injured. My back hurts, coach. I'm just going to hit the bag. And they always have that excuse because they're afraid to grapple. They don't want to be uncomfortable. He says Francis is in there. He wants to shoot takedowns. He has fun in there. He loves his job. And I think that's a huge factor in this fight. Like, Gane's not a guy that he's not going to do what Stipe did to him. He's not going to take him down and hold him down. Gane, he's going to shoot a sloppy takedown to get him down. Gane doesn't have Division I wrestling. Gane doesn't have that. He has a style that's going to stay on the outside and try to pick you apart. But Francis is fine with that. He doesn't have to overdo it. He doesn't have to bull rush you. Like we said, he's been patient in his last fight. He's been smarter. And all these people think that Francis is going to gas. When is Francis gassed? He lost to Stipe, but Stipe was taking him down and holding him down. It's not like he gave up and just started laying on his back, was waiting for him. We've seen it a couple times with heavyweights where like a Derek Lewis will just hold his stomach and fall down or just like lay there. But like Stipe just had him in positions that he was never in before. He was still throwing bombs in the 4th and 5th round. It's not like he was sitting there with his hands down, breathing super heavy and everything like that, where I think he has a gas problem. Just because he knocks everybody out in the first round doesn't mean you have a gas problem. So I think that, honestly, I'm picking Francis. I like Francis. I like that everybody's underestimating him at the press conference. I'm excited for it because he seems motivated. He seems, he seems in a good place where I thought, like, maybe he's going to be distracted with talking about Tyson Fury, distracted with the coach arguments and things like that, with his coaches going back and forth. But I see that Eric Nixon's taking it very smart, man. He's such a good coach where he's like, Pederneiras is like trying to pick at him a little bit, like, oh, you guys don't post fight video, but Francis always posts a fight video. I mean, sparring video at Extreme Couture. And Eric Nixon's like, I said, I don't post any sparring video at my gym. Like, that's Francis' YouTube page because he wants to post sparring video that's on him. That's what he wants to release. But the fact that you guys release sparring video of him and Gane, I'm saying that's not right. You shouldn't do that. Like, I don't release sparring video of any of my guys. That's just like not like a hidden rule where you shouldn't be doing that. So the fact that he did that, it's kind of dirty. And, I feel that like Eric's the type of coach that's going to make Francis focus and tell him like, yo, we know what the job is to do. We don't have to worry about Pederneiras. We don't have to worry about this guy. We don't have to worry about Fury right now. The worries about winning this fight.
Right.
That's all that matters.
Loud and clear. It's going to be fascinating to see what happens moving forward with that whole situation. But either way, I'd be surprised if he goes anywhere with Francis, meaning, talk about jumping ship, I'd be surprised.
Guys always do that. Obviously, everybody always wants more money and like things like that. But like, once you're the baddest man on the planet, and if say you go out there, you knock out a guy like Ciryl Gane, obviously that John Jones fight would be the biggest fight in UFC history, I feel like. So you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get that money. They're not gonna let you run and go get Tyson Fury. And I love the fact that him and Fury are going back and forth because it's bringing attention to this fight that's happening this weekend. There's not there's a little bit of promotion from these guys themselves of going back and forth, a little bit, talking a little bit trash, but like the fact that a guy like Tyson Fury with a huge background is bringing your name up, and it's gonna bring those boxing fans over. Let's see who this Tyson Fury is talking about. Like, not a lot of people really know who Gane is unless you're really a MMA fan or a UFC fan. So they're going to be wanting to watch his tape, and they see a guy like him move the way he does. Maybe that brings in more extra fans in to watch the UFC.
As much as I like Ciryl Gane, I hope you're right, because I just kind of want Francis Ngannou to have a little bit of a run as the heavyweight champion of the world, just because of who he is and how he fights. You know what I mean? Like when Brock Lesnar was sort of in the picture, just the excitement and the buzz, to me, there's a similar buzz with Ngannou, man. And so we'll see. But Ciryl Gane, man, he's not going to say he's the man until he is the man, so he's humble. I like how he goes about things. Should be exciting.
Yeah, very humble. It's so funny, man. Like, they're going back and forth talking on the press conference where he's like, Francis, like, yeah, I knocked him out at practice. And then Cyril's like, Francis, you knocked me out? Seriously? Look me in the eye. Really? You knocked me out? You hurt me. You hurt me, but you didn't knock me out. Like, Francis is like, oh, I hurt you, huh? So did you continue sparring? He said, no, coach told me to stop. And it's like, seeing him go back and forth is like the funniest thing, especially with their accents. I was like, oh, man, it's so good.
That was right before we came on.
Right before we hopped on the show right now.
I love it. Anyway, 2 short sleeps until UFC 270. I'll be in the building for Remember the Show representing. We appreciate you being with us Thursday night. For Cody Merrow, Belal Muhammad, I'm Jason Anik. Enjoy the fights. We'll see you next Thursday night. Thank you all for being with us. Peace.
Peace out, guys.